Big picture, we push into the 350s. We almost tagged on Monday 360.21. The high was 358.44 and we fell away just a bit. This is our ceiling of resistance, able to contain buying not only for the week, the month, but even into later year. Below the 351.39 to 360.21 region, one can make the case for 264.56 over the next 2 to 3 months. Clarifying that as a clear-cut objective would be a settlement over the next few weeks at 316.78. But given our repeat testing of this upper area, 351.39 to 360.21, we now anticipate 314.61 as a 2 to 3 week objective. On the way down, 327.78 can contain daily selling pressures, 327.78 a 3 to 5 day target, 314.61 a 2 to 3 week objective. Just the day itself, I've got 343.33 as a soft intraday pivot point, above which we continue testing the 351.39 to 360.21 wide zone of resistance, able to contain buying not only for the week, but possibly through the rest of the year. Downside, breaking or opening below 343.33 does set up 327.78 as a possible intraday target, but the likelier outcome would be a settlement today below 343.33, signaling 327.78 within a day or two, where we can bottom out on a daily basis. And yes, a 3 to 5 day swing trade basis is possible here, where we could rotate off of 327.78 back into the 350s again within 3 to 5 days. Upside. So if we push today above 360.21, we could potentially test 372.46 intraday. Nvidia, big picture, we pushed through above the targeted 181.20 2.5-year channel top about a month ago. We fell away, closed back below this structure, and following the closing back below of a long-term channel top like that, in other words, the rejection of a long-term buy signal, is in essence a valid sign of weakness. As we continue on a 2 to 3 month basis, we can test 149.06. 168.79, we closed below this Friday of last week. That was a clear indication for 149.06 over the next 3 to 5 weeks. If we close below 166.14, that is yet another sign of trend weakness. In other words, 149.06 remaining a 3 to 5 week target, and we may see a more accelerated descent within 2 or 3 weeks perhaps. 149.06, if you're short the market right now and holding out for it, fabulous area to take profits and reverse and go long through the rest of the year. From here, we can round back up to new highs. Working our way up from here, pushing our opening above 168.79. We got to 170.96 yesterday. It really is 174.28 that is a potential objective, but if we do close back above 168.79 is a sign of near-term strength. 174.28 then likely within a day or two, if not tested intraday. And yes, the low 180s again. I'm going to say by the end of next week, we could call this a 1 to 2 week swing trade. It is a bit of a counter trend rally, given the longer term dynamic that remains heavy below the low 180s, expecting the upper 140s, but it is nonetheless a buy signal above 168.79, wherein by the end of next week, we could push into the low 180s. Check us out at wickedstocks.com. You get a 5-day free trial up front. You also get weekly Apple stock, daily triple Q, daily SPY, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100 analysis, and 2 stock picks every week. You can see that all by going to wickedstocks.com.